So I got this comment the other day on my Instagram, and after thinking about it for a minute, I thought, this is a great idea. So today what we're gonna do, we're gonna take the brand new Rolls Royce Ghost and turn it into a Cyberpunk style car. But before we do that, I want to have a look at some of the some of the cars from the game, Cyberpunk 2077, I think it is, because I think the cars in the game are actually really well designed. And what do I mean by well designed? Well, it all has to do with the same old three little keywords that you've heard several times before. One is proportions, second is line flow, and the third one is continuity in the design. So what does continuity in the design mean? It means, like, we have the same kind of radiuses and the same kind of shapes. We have those reoccurring in different parts of the design, and this creates a sort of it makes the car and the graphics of the car, it makes it look like it's been thought through before they actually put it into a car. We don't want to have cars that look like front comes from one type of design philosophy or car, and then you have the middle from a totally different proportions in car, and then the rear is also completely different to the middle and the front. Here with the Cyberpunk cars, they look like they've been actually designed by maybe they are car designers or at least industrial designers making these cars here. And you can see you have the intake right here as well. And what I love about this car in general is I think they're kind of a mix between steampunk meets futurism or whatever it's called. It's a lot of steampunk going on here. There's a lot of industrial feeling in these designs, harsh metals and shapes and radiuses, and sometimes it feels like parts are missing, and then they've added parts to those missing parts to just kind of build up something else with a different type of material or a different type of styling. For example, the things we have here, and then the asymmetrical front ends that we have on some of these cars. It just looks so cool. We have some round stuff going on here. Here we have, looks like we have some horizontal light down there, and then we have a round light down here, but that's missing on this side. It must have been so much fun to design these cars, and I would love to have been a part of this project creating the cars for this game, because with these proportions, everything looks so good. It's so low, so wide. The hood is super long, but in reality, these cars, of course, would never be able to make a U-turn without making it a 15-stop turn. So it wouldn't work in real life, but they look so good. Some of these look like they could potentially be built in real life, like this beautiful looking wagon here. It's a two-door, as you can see. Just one door right there. It's a beautiful design because we have a lot of horizontal lines here to create this almost rally feel with these wheels. We have different wheels in the front that we have in the rear. Another thing that it creates a story for the car. Why does it have a different front wheel than the rear? Is this just scrap metal that's been put together? And this also, of course, is asymmetrical in the front, as you can see right there. I love these type of lines. These are like 80s lines, but super futuristic, mixed with some steampunk elements in here. It's just a cool looking car. All of these cars or vehicles in the game, I think, are really well made. And I want to do now is to take the Rolls Royce Ghost and turn that into something that could potentially be a part of this game. Maybe tone it down a little bit, so maybe it could be something that we might see on the roads eventually at some point in the far distant future. But just play around with the proportions, add some of the graphics from Cyberpunk, and let's see how that is going to turn out.